Well, we are entering a critical time of year for Hollywood. This year, the entertainment industry is betting on a hot summer box office with hopes that the return of Disney's Toy Story franchise would lead the way. Julia Boorstin has more from Los Angeles.
No, I got it.
Woody and Buzz Lightyear returned to the big screen after 9 years. Disney's Toy Story 4 flew into theaters around the country this past weekend. The film brought in $118 million at the domestic box office, the biggest ever opening for the franchise, with another $120 million coming in from overseas. This film gives Disney the 4 biggest opening weekends of the year and more than a third of box office market share year to date.
We think there's at least 20% upside in the stock, driven by, of course, films. While this film, Toy Story 4, may have underperformed initial expectations, it's still the best debut of all of the 4 films in the franchise.
But the film fell far short of expectations, the studio projecting about $140 million opening weekend, while some analysts expected as much as $200 million at the domestic box office. The shortfall could be attributed to a number of different factors. Disney skipped its usual Father's Day slot, which is considered better for drawing families. Last year's Father's Day weekend release of Incredibles 2 smashed records.
Here you are, enjoy.
The box office is also suffering from weak momentum following last weekend's disappointing performance. And kids' movies seldom have huge debuts, more likely to have steady performance over time. But Disney is expected to profit from this film, and not just from ticket sales, but also from its inclusion in the company's streaming service, Disney Plus, which is launching in November.
Ultimately, this will redound back to Disney, right? It'll be on the Disney Plus streaming service. I mean, that's where you'll be able to watch these things if you're a family. You missed it in the theater, you want to catch up later on, you want to watch all the Toy Stories in one, that's where you're going to have to pay for it. So eventually it'll come back to Disney. They'll make up whatever shortfall.
And Disney is expected to continue to dominate the summer box office, with the studio's Lion King remake hitting theaters in July. For Nightly Business Report, I'm Julia Boorstin in Los Angeles.